This is an interesting lecture on use of steam tables. Steam tables are the tables which include the properties of steam. Why do we study the properties of steam? The reason is steam is an important working fluid in heat engines. We find that, for example, in thermal power plants, which is a coal-based power plant, steam is used as a working fluid. In industries too, like for example, a rubber industry, you would find steam being used for process heating. So steam we would always be encountering, and studying the properties of working fluid will help us analyze the systems better. Just as we analyze the refrigeration and air conditioning systems by studying the properties of refrigerants or gas turbines by studying the properties of ideal gases, similarly, studying the properties of steam, which are modeled as pure substances, is a great idea. To understand these properties of steam, we need to take an example of heating of water under atmospheric pressure. So let us assume some container wherein one of its boundary can move. For example, this is a container and this is a movable piston containing some fixed mass of water, which is at, let us say, 20 degrees centigrade and which is subjected to atmospheric pressure. So if we heat this, and if I want to represent this process of heating on a temperature volume diagram, which is seen in front of you, you see that as we supply the heat, the temperature of this water would start increasing from 20 to 25, 25 to 30 like this. And as you go on heating it, let us say the initial state is state 1. And the state 1, the temperature is 20 degrees centigrade, the pressure of the water is 1 atmospheric pressure. So if you heat it, there will be a sensible heating of this water from the state 1 up to the state 2. And this would continue till the temperature, which is the saturation temperature or boiling point, is reached. If you heat this further, you'll find that now the line becomes flat on a temperature volume diagram. Meaning is that the temperature would no longer increase, but the volume would increase. Now, why is that so? That is because now, when the temperature, which is the saturation temperature or boiling point, is reached, the phase transformation, that is from liquid to gaseous, begins. So state 2 is the saturated liquid, saturated water. It is the state where the water is about to boil. If you continue heating this, it would convert itself to saturated mixture. You find a mention of a compressed liquid over here. So what is compressed liquid? What is compressed water? Compressed water is a water whose temperature is below the saturation temperature. Okay. So for example, in this case, if the temperature was 70 degrees centigrade at atmospheric pressure, we would say that the water is at compressed liquid state. At state 2, it is saturated water. And if you heat it further, it becomes steam. It's saturated mixture means it is a mixture of liquid water and gaseous steam. Okay. So this mixture would continue to remain mixture, and the process of phase transformation would continue up to the state 4. From state 2 to state 4, the temperature of the water would remain equal to the boiling point, in this case 100 degrees centigrade. Okay, so then how do we differentiate between state 2, state 3 and state 4? So one can think of state 2 as saturated liquid, meaning that there is no gas in it. State 3 as comprising of some liquid and some gas, that is, it is a wet steam. And state 4 as dry saturated steam, meaning that there is no liquid water in it. Okay, so from state 2, which is saturated liquid, to dry saturated steam state, this phenomena is the phenomena of boiling, right? If you heat this dry saturated steam further, its temperature would start increasing again. Okay, so this temperature is constant till boiling happens. Once the boiling is completed, if you heat it further, the temperature would increase, the volume would increase, and that steam is called as superheated steam, superheated vapor. So we have studied some concepts like dry saturated steam, saturated liquid, and superheated steam. We have studied what is compressed liquid, what is saturated mixture, and what is superheated vapor. So let us revise this again. What is saturated liquid. Saturated liquid is a liquid which is about to boil. It is at saturation temperature. What is dry saturated steam? Dry saturated steam is the steam which does not contain liquid water and which is at saturation temperature. What is superheated steam? Superheated steam does not contain liquid water, but its temperature is above the saturation temperature. What is compressed liquid? Compressed liquid is liquid water, but its temperature is below the saturation temperature. Mind well, I am using the term saturation temperature. In layman's language, the saturation temperature is nothing but the boiling point. If we go on increasing the pressure, the boiling point would increase. This we need to understand. Please note that if you want to find the enthalpy at state 2, we need to look at HF value from the steam table, which is a specific enthalpy of saturated liquid. If you want to find the enthalpy at state 4, we need to look for Hg, that is the enthalpy of dry saturated steam from the steam table. If you want to find the enthalpy at state 3, it is the enthalpy of wet steam and it is found as HF plus X times of HFG. Note that from 2 to 4, the heat required is HFG, which is Hg minus HF, and it is nothing but the latent heat of vaporization. So if you want to find the enthalpy at 3, we need to find it as HF plus X times of HFG. Similarly, if you want to find the specific volume at 3, it would be Vf plus X times of Vfg. And if you want to find entropy at 3, it would be Sf plus X times of Sfg, where Hfg is Hg minus Hf, Sfg is Sg minus Hf, and Vfg is Vg minus Vf. Vg is specific volume of dry saturated steam. Sg is entropy of dry saturated steam. If you want to find the properties of the superheated steam, then along with the pressure, you also need to know the temperature of the superheated steam. This temperature difference T5 minus T4 is known as degree of superheat. Okay, so depending upon the degree of superheat, the temperature, the properties would change, right? You all find that during this heating, there is a change in specific volume. Okay, the specific volume changes from V1 to V2. It increases from V1 to V2. Then it increases a lot between V2 to V4. That is because now there is a phase transformation, and you know that Vg is much greater than Vf. Okay, the typical value of Vf is around 0.001 meter cube per kg, whereas Vg value would be many times greater. The specific volume of superheated steam is also greater. Same thing happens when you talk about enthalpy. As you go on heating this at constant pressure, the enthalpy would increase, the specific entropy would increase, and the specific volume would increase. So all these properties, HF, SF, G, Sg, all these specific volume, all these properties can be obtained from the steam table, and understanding the steam table and referring to these properties is very important. If you go on increasing the pressure, you'll find that as you go on increasing this pressure, the latent heat of vaporization would go on decreasing. So at 1 bar, which is 0.1 megapascals, the latent heat is more. At 10 bar, which is 1 megapascals, the latent heat goes on reducing. At 100 bar, it is reduced further. And at a critical point, the latent heat of vaporization becomes 0. The meaning is there is a direct transformation of liquid directly to gas. There is no boiling. And above this region, the boilers are called as supercritical steam generators. There is no boiling over here. Below this, it is called as subcritical boiling. So this is very interesting to note. The locus, if you join this point A, B, F, and G, this line is called as saturated liquid line. If you join this points K, G, C, which is all dry saturated steam line, it becomes saturated vapor line. And this saturated liquid line and saturated vapor line, they meet at a critical point. So this is a very important understanding we must note. Okay, thank you very much.